here with you live on both Facebook and YouTube. I'm just checking. I'm live on both now. I just got my Facebook notification, so that's great. And I am just checking. I am live on YouTube before I get too far into my live today and have to reverse everything. And I am live on YouTube as well, which is fantastic. So welcome, welcome. Please be sure to say hi as you come in. Please also say hi if you're watching on the replay. Good evening, Miss Susan. Pleased to have you here. So yeah, say hi if you're on the replay, because I like to know who's watching. I know everyone can't make me live. No, can't come and join me when we're live. Hello, Bev. Hello, Linda. Hello, Denise, Margine, Roz, Margaret, Joanne. Everyone's joining today. This is great. So it's a special day here in the Woodbridge household. It is my husband's birthday. Hey, Mary. Hey, Delinda. Hey, Sarah, Sylvia. Everyone's here. Awesome. It's my husband's birthday, and I did buy, hey Jacqueline, I did buy this a cut above stamp set. I know it's backwards, but I bought this stamp set for both my dad and my husband. So my dad is very meticulous with his lawns. Hey Maria, hey Alison, hey Carol, very meticulous about his lawns. And David happens to own a hammock and loves it. It's on a stand, it doesn't go between two trees. But I thought with today being his birthday, we would play with this image here. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thanks, Roz. I will pass those happy birthday wishes on. So, yeah, I thought with today being his birthday, we will have a stamp in the colour of, hang on, yeah, I'm not used to being right way round. We'd play with this image. Everyone saying happy birthday, David. He's not listening. He is actually working today. Ooh, nice. What's for dinner, Cindy? Just while I get my screen up here, and I just want to pop my shop details. So I just want to pop those up. This is kind of a new thing because I'm able to go live in both places. That's right. He is an old man, Jacqueline. He is significantly older than me, 15 years older than me. So I can say happy birthday, old man, because he is much. Hey, Steph, good morning. It's afternoon here, but yeah. I'm just going to edit and see if I can put my shop details in these before we get started. So I've copied and pasted, and I've got all of these here. So just bear with me 1 second here while I do this. I do appreciate. Oh, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, did it? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm 42 this year, and he's 15 years older than me, so probably not. I think you're very similar age, Jacqueline. I really do think so. So thank you guys for just bearing with me here. I wasn't as prepared as what I thought I would be. So today with this set, do you think we should stick with blends? Because I'm thinking that will give a really nice desired effect for what we want. So please tell me if you think blends are the way to go, because I'm thinking blends are the way. Chopped salad. Oh, nice. We just bought salad. David has requested fish and chips for tonight. So I have organised fish and chips. You're older. Yes, you can say young man. It's okay. Good evening, Donna. Good evening. Okay, let's go back and see if I can now do this because I've copied the correct thing. Yes, I can. Can we just say Ellen is awesome for a second? Because if I don't give myself a pat on the back, and save, and my shop details are up there. Yes, blends, awesome. More than happy to play with blends. Now, I don't know if I can edit this. I can't do anything on my YouTube, but I will put my shop details up shortly on there for you girls. I don't know. Oh, you just bought your first blends. Thanks. That wasn't me asking for you to call me awesome, but you know, in life, it's not the kind of thing that someone just says to you. Okay, so I've now got my replay screen up, and we will flip ourselves around. And I did just want to have a quick look at the catalogues and have thanks girls. Girls, oh, you guys are awesome, because I don't want to discount any of my male friends who and demonstrators who may be watching. So I just want to have a quick flick through the catalogues. Hey France, thanks for joining. Okay. Yay, we are lined up. Awesome. I'll go turn off my lights and grab the catalogues. There's one. I swear I was only using the other one the other day. Well, I was, because I had launch. Ah, that's because it's still in my cart from launch, because I'm repeating my launch. I just want to check my other replay, because here that's good, I think. I'm just not sure it's showing my whole mat. That's all. Just give me a sec here. I think, yeah, that's a bit better. Just a slight change. Okay, other catalogue. I just want to see if there's any pattern paper that this image would look awesome over before we get into anything, and I can grab it out. So what I tend to do is just go to, this is the mini catalogue. So what I tend to go to is where we've got all the papers in one place. And I was wondering if the well-suited paper, it's very formal, and this isn't quite very formal. So I'm not sure, and they're very flowery. I do wonder if the sea and sand has anything in it. I haven't had a good look at, the sea and sand paper, but he does like the sea. And I'll see if there's anything outdoorsy that works. Well, that's kind of sea, but not in a hammock. He does love the ocean. We had starfish as one of the motifs for our wedding. Oh, that sand pattern is amazing. I really and truly haven't had a good look at this. Maybe we could use this sand pattern. Okay, I folded that over and it's at the front. Let me pop my bowl, because I went out to buy some birthday party supplies. Ooh. Now, blends. Oh, yes, that's exactly right, Steph. I'm totally with you there. Totally with you. No problems, Catherine. No problems at all. Well, he's got a bird bath. Yes. Well, we did buy some mixed drinks while we were out. So, Okay, let me get to the paper part of the main catalogue and see if we can't find anything in here. This is where I get a lot of my inspiration. Maybe the pages here. Okay. Forever Greenery might actually work. They're more textures and wood grain. Forever Greenery might be a go, and then I'll match the greenery to that because I've found it a bit hard to use. So we shall see. Okay, no Playful Pets. I've almost used all of my Playful Pets. And World of Good doesn't, I don't feel works. So I'll grab out my Forever Greenery and see where we can go here. Okay, right. Forever Greenery. Hello, Mr. Linda. Thank you for popping along. I feel like I've seen a lot of you twice today because I popped into Ruth's YouTube live earlier right at the end. Okay, let's see what pattern paper I have left in here. Okay. Oh, sorry, should be checking the B-sides as well. Oh, they're awfully busy. That's why I'm kind of looking. See, I think this might work nicely. That might work nicely. And I love this darker green. I'll have to check which green it is. I think it's shaded spruce. Garden green. No, this is garden green. So we'll go with that. Although I don't think we quite have a garden green in our blends, but that's okay. I actually really like that piece of paper, and if we need a second piece of paper, this Sea and Sand they'll go really nicely together. So we've got our paper sorted. Now, what colour is the Sea and Sand? So that is Sahara Sand. And once again, we don't have Sahara Sand in blends, but we can make it work. Make it work. The sleeves, Anita, I got off Amazon, and I did keep, oh, hold on. These are what they are. Look at me for keeping this. So they are paper file storage solutions. They're 2 3/4 inches by nearly 13 inches. These ones are actually more this style. They have a smaller tab on them. The other ones are made by the same company, but they changed their design in the past 15 years because I've had the other ones at least 10 years. So there you go, Anita. Let me grab my Stamparatus. Okay. Have I even, I haven't even mounted this set. So we'll need to do a titch of stamp mounting and putting together. I'm not very prepared today. I know, I knew I kept it for a reason, Cindy, because everyone asks about them. Okay. So the easiest way I have found to mount our cling red rubber stamps, and I will keep this out, this must be the only set that is unmounted at the moment, is I grab a block. We're not going to be stamping with this block, and I take the whole sticker, grab another corner, not just the backing. I want the whole sticker off this. can't grab the whole sticker at this. Aha, got it. So I take the whole sticker off and I stick that to the block. Then I grab my handy dandy utility scissors, which aren't there. Oh, I can tell I haven't unpacked from class. Hold on 1 second. Okay, all the tools can go there. And by utility scissors, I just mean a pair of paper snips that I don't necessarily use for cutting. So I just release, take off the backing, and this is the bit that is incredibly sticky. Okay, take the backing off here, and then I also take the backing off the red rubber stamp. Now this is just smooth and cling, but I like to have the image on it. Everyone say hello to Miss Louisa, who is joining us. I will need to give her a pat in a second, and then I just line it up. So by doing this, you have more wiggle room. What I used to do was take the red rubber stamp to this sheet, and that didn't work quite so well. And then when I store them back on this image sheet, and they adhere quite nicely to that. But because it's meant to be on there, it isn't hard to get off. Hello, yeah, everyone's saying hello to you, Miss Louisa. You can see your friends. Look, that's how I found it easiest, Anita, but yeah, that's okay, not a problem. Okay, caught up on messages. Right, so that's how I do that. And eventually, once I've taken 10 minutes to do all of these, I'll throw out the red rubber and all of the stamps will be attached to the image sheet, and I just keep them in the set. And I should not have put that down that way, because that's how you pick up stick on here. So let's see if, oh look, I have a big enough piece of scrap to do my stamping on. Okay, so this is our Stamparatus. This is a stamp positioning tool. If you haven't seen it before, I had the funniest experience, and I don't know whether she will watch this or not, but my upline was, or the person I signed up to Stampin' Up under was in my class on Sunday, which was my launch party. And she had not seen so many of these tools. She hadn't seen the Stamparatus. She hadn't seen the Take Your Pick tool. And it was kind of a reunion, as I said in my picture. It was a reunion of the original stamp club that she ran. And it was quite funny. And the way she was oohing and ahhing, and one of my long-term, more casual crafters, she's got rheumatoid arthritis, and quite often, even though she's been card making for so long, feels like a beginner. She said, I don't feel like a beginner today. And Cheryl's there going, I know nothing. Oh, no cheese, Cindy. Oh, that's stamped perfectly first time. I like that, but I did not stamp it straight, but that's fine. I may cut it out with a stitch rectangle or something. But anyway, so that just means if I hadn't stamped that properly, I could damp it again, which I did, and I threw it over and didn't make a difference because it's still in the same spot. And the Stamparatus did come in handy during class on the weekend. So that's the Stamparatus. I use it heaps. It's a worthwhile tool. It is $85. This mat is an add-on. You normally just get a plain black mat, but I like having a wipe-off. I like having a wipe-off mat and one that has grid lines, and I think it's only between $10 and $15. So yeah, it was really funny, and she's just finished a degree, Cindy, and it's just she wants to craft. She has time back in her life and wants to do all of these things, but yeah, it was just hilarious. I'm just popping, this is what we used last time, it's popping that down, and we were talking garden green and soft sea foam. So I do have soft sea foam, which I can use to tone in with our papers. So the outlines are soft sea foam. So I can work with that. And I want a real green. So I may grab out some, what colour is this? Some Just Jade, because there is Just Jade in this paper, but that might tone in quite well. Hello, Miss Shannon. Thank you for joining. Well, I don't think at this stage, like she started a new job back on like last Monday. So I think her brain is pretty full at the moment of her new job. So I just want to do an undercolouring. Now I'm not being particular because we all know what my hands are like at the best of times. Oops, I went way out there. But I've just done with the light. Oh, that was the dark sea foam. I didn't mean to grab that. But I might do dark sea foam and light Just Jade and see how this comes up. Oh, that comes up really, really nicely. So what I'm just going in is literally just dotting the leaves. So dark soft sea foam and light Just Jade, because you don't need to use the blends in pairs. Just saying, I know it's mind-blowing, but you don't need to use them in pairs. And I think that creates, just going over it to darken up some places. And I think that pretty much creates the colour I was after. And I'm not concerned about being outside the lines, as I said. And we can always check. I think, tell me what you think if that colouring works. Yes, exactly. Hello, Bobby. Yeah, I think I'm a doll, not a soul. Ah, Cindy, well, I had to buy it because my dad, the only inaccurate thing about this with my dad is the phone in his pocket and the headphones in. That's it. So I'm going to take away our dark Just Jade and take away our light soft sea foam because we only used those two. And how are we going to colour David's hair? Because it's very silver these days. What I might want to do is do some skin tones first. Oh, pardon me, I've got the hiccups. Love it. The colour matches perfectly. Awesome. See, we didn't have it, but we made it work. Now, I'm just going to refresh my screen because it appears, I don't know, you girls would tell me if my feed wasn't working properly, but my replay wasn't working properly. Right, so this is Oh no, not light grey granite, although that might work. Where are my skin tones? They're here. No? Yes? Mossy Meadow. They're after my Mossy Meadow. Okay. So, skin tones. I tend to layer my ivory up for skin tones, which works really well. I could put the bruises on David's legs, but I shan't. That would be unkind. So I put down my normal layer of the ivory, and then I started with the legs. So what I'll go in and put a second layer. So just sort of in the middle there, where it will be darkest under his shorts, and he's wearing shorts today. So might make those denim because he's wearing denim shorts today. I don't know if he'll get out to the hammock because he's working, as I mentioned, and it's raining. So it's quite a cool day here. We have had some fairly hot days, but it's quite cool today. So that would be quite dark under here. Just a bit of shading under the chin, and I missed that bit completely. So I'm hoping you can see the light and the dark in that, and it will become more as it dries. So we've used that. The hammock, what does he have a pillow? He doesn't have a pillow on his hammock at the moment because I can see it right outside, but I'm thinking crumb cake for the hammock. So I always go in with the light first, and then that helps everything blend. So I am not a master colorist. I do it, I love it, I enjoy it, and I just went way outside the lines. So I will grab, with the trees it didn't matter if I went outside the lines. With the hammock it kind of does, but I just took my color lifter and pushed that color into the cardstock. So now I will go in with our dark crumb cake. I'm going to pop that one back away because it's confusing me. No rain there. Okay, Louisa's left. She must not have liked what I was doing. Okay, so the picture actually tells me where the folds are and where it is darkest. So I'm just going to follow those lines. Now that looks pretty crap at the moment, but I'm going to go back in with the light and blend out those areas. So basically pushes the color into the cardstock. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. And I've just gone outside the lines there a bit where the bird is. And a bit there. So nothing major, easily fixed. Okay, so what I mean by it gets pushed deeper into the paper is you can see those areas are quite a lot smaller than the whole area of the hammock. And same with the trees, you can see where I pushed some of that darker color through with the second layer, the dark Just Jade. So actually I'm not happy with that. Just want to do a titch. What color did I pick up? The light crumb cake. I just want to do a titch more blending there, but now you can see how that really has blended quite nicely. Okay, so what blue are we going to use for David's denim shorts? I think we shall use Misty Moonlight. I don't even know what colour shirt he's wearing. I think he's wearing a green shirt. So we might be able to incorporate that. So this is Misty Moonlight. I do like to open them to the side, and I am being very brave today because I'm actually wearing a white shirt with alcohol markers. Being very, very brave. So that's those. Going to be very simple with our, just going to test this. Oh, no, wrong end. I'm actually going to use the bullet end for this. Yes, yes, it's a nice, and his shorts are quite a dark denim. So I'm just going in the shirt, which be there. Bit of shadowing where the legs connect, and then just go in where those areas are and just blend them out. So you end up with 3 colours, which is great. Okay, so David, what colour shirt are you wearing? No, he's in a meeting. I'm not going to do purple. Maybe we do a red shirt in like Poppy Parade or something. That'll be a nice pop of colour. So Poppy Parade, light and dark. No, wrong end. Hello, Miss Pamela. Thank you. You know, I like to do colouring, but I seriously keep it uber simple. I forget how orange Poppy Parade can be. But this is just, I don't know what, sorry. This is just the underlayer, and we are going to go over it a tinge more. So I'm just not being totally precise with, because we'll go add in some dark. Okay, and then we'll go back over with the light. So you'll be amazed at how well this will come together. I do have my door open today because the children are being quiet. Okay, I'm going to leave the shadowing there. I have gone over the hand a bit. I should hopefully be able to fix that. Can't you work out whether you're Arthur or Martha today, miss? She's back. You heard her. So just putting that second layer, and that comes together really nicely on your, oh no, good girl. Didn't even have to finish my sentence. Okay, I do need to go back in with our ivory, which is this one, just to, I may not be able to fix the fingers, but we'll try. We'll try to fix these fingers. Red is a bit of an evil colour. It doesn't like to, it likes to invade other areas, but that actually fixed up not too badly. Just chuck a bit of ivory there as well, and that just pushes that colour deeper into the cardstock. I'll show you what I mean. You'll be able to see the unusually deep red pieces. So on the hand here, oh no, you can see where I've pushed it through a bit more. Okay, now pillow. I might do the trees, the trees while I'm at it. I think I did already grab, no, that's the bronze. we'll grab the soft suede because I think that will be really good for the trees, and I might just use the bronze for the pillow. So this is dark soft suede. We will start as always with our light soft suede. So using lots of neutrals, which will make the pattern papers that we've chosen really pop. There you go. Everyone now knows time here locally on the Central Coast. In Australia, it's 1 o'clock. So my computer just told me. Okay. Any comments that I'm missing? No, my dad does not. He has a holy shirt. You are so right. It's always a holy shirt. Yes, exactly, Cindy. My dad does that. It's always an old shirt. Always, always an old shirt. And just go over, look, the lines are in here that we have to follow. And that just adds in our dark. So we're using the same color family. Some things I like to use, like this tree, the contrast worked really well. But for the trees, the color pair works well as with the clothing. So it just depends on what I'm coloring to if I go with the color pairing or if I go with 2 different colors like I did with the what colors did we use? Soft Seafoam and Just Jade. I will just fix up my going out the line here, not too badly, but just enough. Look, I will, while I'm here, fix up that bit as well. That was a bit deliberate. Okay, so we've done that. I do just always wipe it off at the same time. I've done that. I was going to grab I'll do the ground. Now the ground, thinking we might use an underlayer again, but I'll use the light soft suede. Soft Seafoam. So I'll do an underlayer of the light soft Seafoam. Just a really rough underlayer. So then tonally we're kind of the same, but it's even lighter. And I think I might go in with, I'm going lighter first, but I've got the light Mossy Meadow. Yes, I like the light Mossy Meadow. And I'm just going in and hitting all these grass blades. I had to think what they were called for a second. And then what we will do, we'll go back in with the light soft suede, the light soft Seafoam, and we will blend that out. Okay, so that looks terrible at the moment, but trust me, we will lighten it up. So I'll go through. So by darkening the background and lightening the color, we will make this work. And adding some underneath. Tell me what you think of the grass, whether I totally stuffed it or whether this lightening of the area and darkening of the background is working. I think that worked. After I do the hair, I do need to work out if I'm going to add some light blue for the sky. Just take a swig of water. It looks good on screen. I probably should have zoomed it in for you, but I don't know if I can zoom on this. You like the way I did the grass, Margine. Awesome. I'm so glad you like the way I did the grass, because I was unsure, but the blending makes everything better, because even if you blend too far, you can always go back in with the dark color to add the darkness. So yeah, you can never go wrong with blending. I think a little yellow bird will be a nice pop. I have So Saffron here. Okay, that So Saffron is extremely wet, so I will leave that for a second. I'm using like all the colors here. The hair, I'm thinking a grey granite will work, because that will kind of indicate how silvery David is. I know it's sad, but he's an old man after all. And I'll have to do some pops of blue for his eyes, even though many people have never seen his eyes. They're an amazing blue. Oh, good, Margaret. I'm glad the tips are helping. These are just things I've learned, and I know we sell blends, and I like the blends because they come in pairs. But a lot of these techniques I have learnt from Copic colouring videos, but I think for me, the whole Copic colouring system kind of hurts my head, because they don't sell their colours in a light and a dark of one colour. They sell them in a colour gradient, and yeah, I just like the way we sell our alcohol markers, but I do like their techniques as such. Okay, I'm going to use Smoky Slate for, I don't know if that will work. If it doesn't work, we can change it, but just want to do another neutral. It's too close. I can't use Smoky Slate. Maybe if I use a lighter blue for the pillow, because I do have a striped blue pillow right outside my window. So if I go like balmy blue, I think this is balmy blue. Yes, this is balmy blue. So if I use that for the pillow, that I think will pick up the blue here. And I'm pushing that grey in as well. And then I think it's mostly going to be dark. So did I get any answers about doing a sky, like doing a light wash on the sky in like, have to be pool party? I think I'm leaving that as is, and I've just got to go in and I just want to darken up the bird, and we've got the drink. That's it then, and I can use that dark yellow on, I'm going to call it a lemon. I know you say that all the time, Delinda, and it's so beautiful. Yes, it is called a light touch. Light touches with both things, because you can always add, but you can't take away. Well, you can kind of take away here, but it is a titch harder to take away. So I'm going to use the colours we've got out already. And I think I'll make it a dark Poppy Parade straw. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, but it's done now. Straw. And what are we going to have in there? I think we're going to have to go a dark beverage. And my computer just went on to sleep which is not helpful. So a dark beverage. So that was the dark soft suede. So that shows me I've been on for about an hour. I could Delinda. Oh, Delinda, because, oh, but then that'll make his eyes not blue. But I could give it a go. And what I might do, I might try and cut it down before I do that. So what I'm going to do is just highlight the eyes. Just put that. That makes the eyes come to life. And I will give you a bit of a close-up just so you can see where we're at. So I want to see if I've got any of our stitched rectangles that work. I want to get these in a container because I'll need to remember all the colours that I've used. Once again, one of the many reasons why I keep containers close at hand, because I can now go on with my project knowing these are nice and contained. Oh, good, you can see that. Thank you so much, but we'll reserve the sky and I will grab out my rectangles, which I use all the time. He does look quite pleased with himself, doesn't he? David came in during my launch going, oops, because he knows everyone at the table, and went, oops, I fell asleep in the hammock. And I went, is that a bad thing? And the answer was no. Quite enjoyed, just because he's got his wind chimes out there and everything. Quite enjoyed just falling asleep. Look at that. That was made for it. Or should we go a touch bigger? So we've got that one, or I will grab the next one up. Yeah, what's up, mate?
It's suddenly cold now.
Because it's cold outside, putting on some clothes may help.
No, there was a sudden draft.
Oh, because it's windy outside.
Is there a window open?
Not that I know of. Is that window open? No. Back here, turn around. Is that window open? No, I'm not sure. So that's the bigger one.
Have you changed the air?
Oh, I think someone changed the aircon, but I can't change it because then I'd have to stop my live video. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Thank you very much, Stamping Zoo, but I haven't. I'm using a service that allows me to multicast on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So, yes, I'm close. Oh, the rain just got to Tari, Margie. It's been annoying rain. So do we go in tight or do we use the larger one? I will get my machine. The bigger one gives balance. It does, doesn't it, Delinda? You're right. The bigger one gives balance. Pop that one in there. Pop it in here. Otherwise, we might have all of them on the ground. And I've come to a bit of a conclusion. I love my mini cut and emboss machine, but there is a but. It's not such a bad but as just a but. Sorry, I'm just grabbing plates here, girls. Just give me a second. Not everything's not in its normal place. I find the stability of the larger machine a bit better for me. But space-wise, I love the mini. And I had, yeah, it was interesting. I used it in class for the first time, maybe. for the first time, and it was interesting hearing the girls' feedback on it, because I got them to cut with the art gallery dies and stamp set. Okay, so this one, what I love is majority of the stamp sets fit in here. I do think we do need colour in the background though. But I'm thinking, because we're already going with blends, blends will work the best. And I know you're saying the blender brushes will work well, but I don't know. There you go, vote blender brushes. Helps if it's open all the way. No, go through. Come on. It doesn't want to go through. How rude. No, right. It's already partially. Oh, I know why, because everything's so crooked. Right. There we go. Right. You're fine, Barbara. Not a problem. Just a faint colour blush. I know. That's why I'm thinking you might be right. Oh, my God. This went really crooked, I think, girls. No, we may have to go with the smaller one, because I should have taped it down. Is that way too crooked? Tell me while I grab out the faint colour. Is that way too crooked? Okay, I'll just pop it down there. Okay, blender brushes are here. Pool party. No, it looks okay. Okay. I don't know. It looks okay. I think because he's in a hammock, it looks fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't particularly want to start again. Okay, but I've just got to be aware of his eyes. Okay, so I'm going to flip this one over. I don't have any colour in this. I'm starting light and with a really light touch. I don't now know that any colour's going down. Aha. Now we've got a bit of colour. But I'm being so incredibly light, but you can see the colour. I can see it on the edges. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the white just so you can see just a tinge of colour. And you're right, it makes the world of difference. You girls are always right. Always. So I've left the middle part white, and I haven't put any extra green at the bottom, but the blue just does give it a bit more realistic look. And the cloud in there is a bit big, and we don't need another bird because we've already got a bird. Now, I know a lot of you, I know a lot of you get really worried when I use my scissors. Please know there is a divot in our ink pads that I put the end of my scissors into. So I'm not going to stab myself. I'm all good. I'm all good. Okay. So what I'm thinking, this looks great on that, but I think we do need, whoops, oh, that was a home phone on the floor. I think we do need just this lighter sea and sand paper as a bit of a visual. Oh, maybe that doesn't work. It's either this or vellum. But I don't think the sea and the sand paper works. This looks fine. We're going with vellum, girls, going with a piece of vellum. Okay, so, and this is going to be a portrait card, a landscape card rather. So get our trimmer, trim this down to, I want to say 9. And so it's 1.5, so that's 1 and down to here. And maybe too small, we will find out. I think it'll be just enough, and maybe it won't feel so overwhelming. Oh, do we need any vellum? I do not think so. I don't even think we're going to add a sentiment on this, ladies. And I'm thinking of going soft sea foam card base. That's pear pizzazz. That's not helpful. Soft sea foam. So tell me if you think it needs a sentiment while I grab my card. Always vellum. No problems at all, Sylvia. Thank you so much for joining. I love it. You totally love that I use vellum. Love the support, girls. Okay, I don't even know if this is card front size, but it needs trimming anyway. Even though David does like tactile cards, he'll have to live without it this time. Just a titch bigger than a standard card base. And then we will score at 10.5. And David can say, I made him a birthday card. Thanks, Delinda. It doesn't need much. Once you colour an image, especially a busy image like this, you really don't need much more to the image. But I think you guys are right about the vellum. And I may even grab back the machine. See, look at that. It just tones so beautifully. The vellum is needed. Just a bit of a lift. No sentiment, the card says it all. Emboss the DSP layer. Why would I emboss the DSP layer? Well, he can feel it, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to grab the die that is slightly bigger again and just cut that, because then I know the sizing's correct. I've already got everything out and we'll be able to see the designer series paper through the vellum. So let's see if I have a scrap of vellum big enough. Oh, I am scoring on all levels today. Look at that. Now, I don't think just right. I can just fit this through the mini machine. And if I was smart, I would have had my silica matte under here. Other way around. Oh, although if we're using this, I'll need to trim this paper down. That's a really, really straight bit of paper, girls. Totally straight. Okay. Helps if you actually put it on the cutting side. Line it up. That is all on cutting surfaces. Thank you very much. Pop this in. Helps when you don't have a pair of scissors. Okay. Oh, why don't we want to go? Yeah, it's not loving me today. I'm not feeling the love. Yeah, and I can't put this one on an angle. No. Okay, don't. Just go in the opposite way and see if that's helpful. I've staggered my plates and everything. Because it's caught. Oh, not loving me. Right. Okay, I'm listening to you, machine. Maybe it just doesn't love the larger stitch rectangles, which isn't such a bad thing. Okay, big machine. Lucky I've got everything close at hand, is all I can say. Okay. Right. I can angle this. So what I meant is I don't have to hold the machine as much to crank this through as the little machine, because this machine naturally has more weight to it. So that's what I was meaning, just the nature of the mini machine. It's lighter and it just doesn't have that weight built into it. So yeah, but the silica mat didn't help today. Exactly, and I just didn't want to pick up Maria, so yeah, that's okay. We found a solution, and it was just grabbing the other machine. So nice and simple. So just carefully take this out, because I have ripped vellum pulling it out of those dies. Just an FYI. I realised I didn't put on my other ring today. I had all intentions to, and then I was home a bit later than I anticipated because we went to an extra shop. We went to 3 shops while we were out. 3. I went to Woolworths, I went to Aldi, and I went to Liquorland. So, yes. Oh, am I in Summersby today? Isn't that funny? It randomizes my location, so it doesn't give you my exact location, but Summersby kind of isn't near where I actually am. Yeah, Joanne. I'm not worried about it, but it's just good to know that the larger the die, the more issues you can just naturally have with it, because these dies have always gone through best on an angle anyway, do you know what? We're going to stick with it being slightly crooked because David won't know the difference. If you were my dimensionals, you would be here. Okay. Utility scissors. I love them because they fit so well in my hand. I just love using scissors as the pick-me-up that I need because my hands don't work as they should. And apparently my thumb wants dimensionals today. So not going too overboard with dimensionals, but I'm not having a saggy middle. And I did point out to one of my class attendees, don't forget the middle, you don't want a saggy one. She almost snorted on me. She almost snorted on me. It was quite funny. Okay. Dots of glue. Put that on. And one birthday card for an old man done. Then I just need to, maybe I'll text him what I'm writing in the middle of the card. So I haven't even put on my Facebook page happy birthday yet. But maybe I can do a happy birthday with this card, because it does personify him. When I saw it, I went, oh my God, because neither David nor my dad are very into wearing suits. They'll wear a suit when they have to, but you know, my dad, he wore dress pants and a shirt for work, but it was always uniform, like as in provided by the company, because he worked at Australia Post and David works from home. This morning he had a meeting before he even had a shower. Owen, I'm on a live. Sorry. He exclaimed. It wasn't his worst exclamation, but something's going wrong in his game. Okay. That's our card done. Do we need any bling? Because I do have some bling that, or dewdrops, that may work really well because they're the right colouring. The flowers for every season. I think a scattering of those would look good. Yes. Well, I think it was, no one knew because I don't think it was a meeting that, I don't think it was a meeting that was videoed in, so it was fine. It does make it all pop, doesn't it, Delinda? That's why I love vellum, because it really, whilst it frames the image, you've got that intrigue of being able to see part of the there we go. Oh, they will work really, really well. You've got the intrigue of seeing part of the image through and part of it not. So I am just going to add some teeny dots of glue and take your pick tool. Just trying to get ones that aren't together. Come on, stay there. Right, I want a green one that isn't sequenced. Oh, they're all sequenced. That's okay. I can deal with that. Except if I can pick it up the correct way, that would be helpful. Nice. Although I kind of want a bunch of 3. Look, you can even hear him giggling. I reckon you guys heard that giggle. even just that one bunch of 3 there, I think looks really good. Do you reckon just leave it at the bunch of 3 there? Oops. These are shaker bits, actually. These are meant to be shaker bits. Yes, it is a very fine texture, Delinda. I think just those 3 there, just finish it off. Gives a bit of something, something. So thank you so much. Thank you for helping me ink up a cut above. I really enjoyed that. In my blog post, I will list all the colours that I used, but I can tell you we used soft seafoam, just jade, soft suede, crumb cake. What was the other green that we used? Light mossy meadow and soft seafoam. We used grey granite, balmy blue, poppy parade, night of navy, ivory, so saffron, and they're all our colours. So there you go. Oops, here's a close-up. Thank you for joining me. We also used the stitch rectangles. We used, I'll grab those papers out actually. Oh, do you know what? The blends should stay here because that's what we used. And we used stitch rectangles, the Forever Greenery paper, and the flowers for every season. We haven't gone product heavy, but we did take time to do a lot of colouring. So that's all we've used. That's pretty product light for me. Thumbs up, yes. If you could please subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get notifications, and like and follow me on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram. So if you look up Ellen Woodbridge, I'm Ellen Woodbridge on Instagram, Ellen Woodbridge on YouTube, and Ellen Woodbridge Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on Facebook. I'm very well, Christine. I'm just finishing up. So I know I saw you earlier. That's okay. I'm glad you had a fun evening. Yes, I try and give you tips or tell you how and why I do things. I think it's just part of sharing what I love and do as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. But this is available now in the mini catalogue. I have shop links, or I will have shop links here on YouTube. They are already there on Facebook, and in my blog post tomorrow night I will have specific colours and links to the products that I used in my store. Yes, you may catch me on Zoom soon with a catch-up. I don't know who's doing a Zoom catch-up next. Oh, I'm glad, Christine. I'm glad I multi-pinged and you could catch me. Oh, I did forget. I also used our blending brush for the sky. How could I forget the blending brush? Thanks, Pamela. Yes, rewind, watch again, and yeah, ask any questions that you have, and I will catch you guys on Thursday. Did you just leave a comment as I'm finishing up? Did you still want me to show you the Christmas cards? Because I only took them down on Sunday. So if you still want me to show you the handmade Christmas cards that I got, leave me a comment and I will be able to do that on Thursday or in a separate quick video for you. So thank you so much for joining. Have a great couple of days. Bye.